Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly card polls. As I've been doing in the past, I know it's been a while. I will be pulling three cards. One will be for the beginning of the week, the second one will be for the middle of this week, and the third one will be for the end of the week, for the weekend. So let's see what the cards have in store for us today. So the first card is Watching Clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. And again, this is going to be for the beginning of the week. The second card for the middle of the week. Distant thunder. Clear the air. We just had some thunder over the weekend here in Southern California. So again, distant thunder is for the middle of the week. And for the weekend, it never fails. I have to always, at each card pull, I have to drop a card or two or more. So for the weekend, for the end of the week, we have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. And that's the beautiful card for the weekend. And so again, watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. So again, this is the card. And the message here has to do with slowing down. It has to do with taking some time to nurture your soul, taking some time to take care of yourself. Whether it's the books, the hammock, the one person hammock, the one cup of tea. It is all about taking care of yourself. It's about making yourself a priority. It's about bringing all of your focus, all of your attention onto yourself. What is it that you need? What is it that you are missing? What is it that your soul is yearning for? Whether it's a book, whether it's some time out in nature, if depending on where you are, if the weather permits, if the weather allows for that. It really is about just taking that time for yourself to meet your own needs, to satisfy your own needs, to take care of yourself. Um, it's it's interesting because we've got the weekend joy and delight with this beautiful little girl, and that's when this weekend is when basically the end of the week is when this spring starts, and so the card, the watching clouds, is almost like taking some time to go inside the last few days of winter and just kind of do like a review. um, what is it that's working? What is not working for you? What needs to change to make the spring season that's almost here, that's almost upon us, truly a time of rebirth. um, I know for me, the last few weeks, the last, I want to say 2, 3 weeks, it's been all about decluttering and cleaning, like really spring cleaning, deep cleaning. On what day was it? I think on Saturday, I found myself like literally emptying everything from my bathroom and cleaning everything, walls, mirrors, door, like literally everything. So this is basically what this card is asking you to do. It's like during the last few gray days, cloudy days of winter, take that time to do that internal work, so that you can start the spring season with the clarity, the light, to move you forward. The middle of the week is distant thunder, clear the air. So once you do the internal work, that internal review that you're asked to do at the beginning of the week with watching clouds, the distant thunder and clearing the air is really about taking the clarity that you get at the beginning of the week and having a conversation with people people that are close to you, whether it's a partner or parents or children or friends or whatever the case may be for you, based on what comes out with that internal review that you do at the beginning of the week. It really is about um, gaining clarity on what it is that you need, and then clearing the air in the sense of communicating it to the people around you. So, when you were taking this time off, now in the next day or two, you got clarity on what your needs are, what you, again, the internal review. So now it's about taking that clarity and sharing it so that the people around you know where you stand. It's about, when we talk about clearing the air, we get this impression of like this big explosive thunder, this big blowout because we're clearing the air. But it doesn't have to be that aggressive. It doesn't have to be that confrontational, I guess is the word that comes to me. And because once you have that clarity, you are standing in the power that awareness, that clarity, the awareness of that clarity is giving you. And so it's easy for you to stand your ground. And once you're coming from that place of, I'm honoring my truth, you find that the vibration is no longer conducive to that kind of thunderous confrontation or arguments, or this like constant back and forth, that can deplete you. So it is about standing in your truth, the truth of that clarity that you've gained. And the end of the week, which corresponds to the beginning of spring, joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Um, it's funny how it's so like um, it so correlates. These cards so correlate to this time of year, the end of winter, with the rain and the thunder and the clouds and all of that stuff, to the joy and the rebirth, of spring, when you open up your doors and windows and the sun is shining through, and you've got that lightheartedness and this almost like childish giddiness that, it's like freedom. We can come out now. I know for me in Southern California, it's not as bad because we don't have harsh winters. We don't know what that even means. But for a lot of you, you've been cooped up at home with and I'm not talking about the lockdowns here. You've been cooped up just basically because of the weather. And so now it's the time to just open up the windows, open up your eyes, open up your heart, and just breathe in the freshness of the spring season, the freshness of this rebirth, especially after everything that we've gone through since last spring. So it is about finding delight in everything, in the small things especially, because those are the ones that we usually ignore. We don't what's the word, we don't appreciate them as much as we should, just because, they're like they're small little delights, and so we don't give them a lot of weight. But when you take a lot of small delights and you give them, you delight in them, it ends up to being, like it's a cumulative kind of effect. Um, and if we do that, if we make it a point to look at those small delightful things that happen, the coincidences, if you want to call it God winks, um, this is one of the, it's a movie title from Hallmark, which if you know me, if you're around the Soul Deep Cafe, the Facebook group, I'm very big into Hallmark movies, especially at Christmas time. And so um, allow yourself to enjoy those little delights. Um, Give yourself permission to be delighted by everything, big or small. Allow your inner child the space to come out and have fun and enjoy and play. And you're definitely invited to play along with her, um, because that is the energy of spring. That is the energy that we are moving into. And so, yeah, it's 3 wonderful months of sunshine and flowers blooming and birds chirping, and all of that stuff that we usually take for granted. So now it's an invitation for you to take a moment to stop and smell the roses and delight in all of those experiences. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the message that these cards had in store for you. And hopefully, I will see you next week. Take care.